Hello, prep2. Let's complete our answering for the model exams. Today we will answer قنا governorate and you will find it at page 168 at المعاصر note. And as I told you before, when you answer the questions of the exam, if you please answer each question in a separate paper. Okay? Let's start. Question number 1. Complete the following statement. Sound is from what wave that can travel through what? Yes, we know that the sound is from mechanical wave that can travel through vacuum. So sound need medium to transfer through it. Number 2. In the flower, the calyx consists of what? But a group of petals form what? Yes, we know that the calyx consists of a group of sepals, but the petals forming corolla. 3. The high-pitched sound wave have high what and small what? They have high frequency and small wavelengths. Question 4. Waves are classified according to their ability to propagate and transfer energy into what? Mechanical and electromagnetic wave. 5. Light is the change of light path when it travels through transparent medium to another one of different what? Yes, the light refraction is the change of the light path when it travels from transparent medium to another one have what? Have different optical density. P. Problem. Calculate the speed of light through diamond given that the absolute refractive index of it equal 2.4 and the speed of light through air equal 3 by 10 power 8 meter per second. And as I told you, when you solve the problem, if you please write the rule, make your substitution, give me the result and the measuring unit, and I will give you the complete answer. I will give you the full mark. Okay? Now he gives us the absolute refractive index and he gives us the speed of the light through air. He asks for what? He asks for the velocity of the light through diamond. So you will write the rule which states that the absolute refractive index of the diamond equal the velocity of light through air over the velocity of light through diamond. And you know that the refractive index equal 2.5 and the velocity of light through air equal 3 by 10 power 8. So the velocity of light through diamond will equal 3 by 10 power 8 divided 2.4. It will gives you 1.25 by 10 power 8 meter per second. Let's move to another question. Compare between the following. You can answer this question in form of table. Point number 1, regular reflection and irregular reflection. And you should mention the direction of the reflected ray. In the regular reflection, the incident light ray are reflected in one direction, okay? And the regular reflection, when the light falls, it falls on a smooth surface. The irregular reflection, the incident light ray are reflected in different direction, and this media or this surface is rough surface. Point number 2, longitudinal wave and transverse wave. Mention the direction of the vibration of the medium particle. The longitudinal wave, the particle in it, the medium vibrate along the direction of the wave propagation. As what? Yes, as a sound wave. The transverse wave, in this wave, the particle of the medium vibrate perpendicular to the direction of the wave of the propagation. Okay? Point number 3, zygote and the pooling grain. Mention the number of the genetic material. We know that the zygote contain the complete number of genetic material, but the pooling grain contain what? Contain the half number. Let's move to another question. Question number 2. Correct the underlined word. Point number 1. Complete oscillation consists of what? Yes, consists of 4 amplitudes. Point number 2. The motion of the rotatory pea is considered as it's not oscillatory motion but it's periodic motion. The infrasonic wave are used in breaking down the kidney stone. No, not the infrasonic but it's the ultrasonic wave. 4. Sound pitch is increased by decreasing frequency. No, by increasing it, and we know that there is a direct relation between the sound pitch and the frequency. 5. Speed of sound in water is slower than air? No, not air, in wood. Look at the opposite figure, then answer the following. What's the function of parts X and Y? Okay, we know that part X is what? Part X is a petal, okay? And the petal protects the reproductive organ. What else? It attracts the insect to the flower. Why? To help it in reproduction process. Part Y. Part Y is the calyx, and the calyx protects the inner parts of the flower, especially before blooming. Point number 2. Pollen grain from flower A are transferred to the ova in flower B. What's the type of pollination? Yes, it's cross-pollination. B. Write 2 methods for this kind of pollination. Yes, cross-pollination may be by air or may be by insect. C. What is the sex of the flower B? Flower B is bisexual, and also flower A is bisexual or hermaphrodite flower. If I ask you to give me example for flower hermaphrodite, tulip and petunia. Let's move to question 3. Write the scientific term. Property by which the ear can distinguish between strong and weak sound. This is a sound intensity. 2. The angle between the reflected ray and the normal at the incidence point on reflecting surface. Yes, this is the angle of reflection. 3. Disturbance causes vibration of the medium particle. The wave. What is the measuring unit of sound intensity? Watt per meter square. Question B. Give reason for. We can distinguish between different sounds even if they have the same pitch and intensity because they are different in harmonic tone that associate the fundamental tone. Question 2. We see lightning before hearing thunder because lightning is light wave and the light wave is electromagnetic wave which has much greater velocity than the sound wave, and the sound wave of thunder is mechanical. Question 3. Appearance of secondary female sex characters in human. This point is dismissed. Question C. What happens when increasing the wavelength 4 times for the same velocity? Concerning that, the wave frequency. The wave frequency will decrease to quarter. Why? Because there is inverse relation between the frequency and the wavelength. Falling of a pollen grain on a stigma of a same flower. What's this type of pollination? Self-pollination. D. Calculate the frequency of a musical tune, similar to the tune which is produced from savar wheel rotating with a velocity 960 cycles in 2 minutes. Knowing that the number of the gear teeth is 30 teeth. We will write the rule which states that the sound frequency equal number of cycles by the number of teeth divided time in seconds. Number of cycles is 960 and the number of teeth is 30, but he gives us 2 minutes and we don't solve with minutes, we will deal with seconds. So the time will be 60 by 2. The answer will be 240 Hertz. Let's move to the last question. Question 4. Choose the correct answer. The ratio between the periodic time of a tuning fork vibrate with 100 Hertz to the periodic time of another tuning fork vibrate with 200 Hertz. It will equal? Yes. It will equal what? 2 to 1. 2 to 1. Okay? Why? Because he asks for the periodic time and he gives us the frequency. Okay? The zygote contain how many of the genetic material of the sperm? Yes, double. The light ray refract the normal when it travel from air to glass. The light ray refract where? Yes, it will refract near to the normal. All of the following are from the factors affecting sound intensity except. Yes, the sound intensity doesn't affect by frequency. 5. Sound wave of frequency 400 Hz and the wavelength 85, so its velocity. We all know that velocity equal frequency by wavelength. Okay, so it will equal 340 meter per second. Put right or wrong and correct the wrong one. Don't forget to correct your wrong answer, okay, or you will lose a mark. The fish is seen higher than its real position in the fish tank. Yes. Complete oscillation includes 4 successive amplitude. Yes. The velocity of oscillating body is the maximum when it passes through the original position. Yes. Androcium is a female reproductive organ? No, it's male. Sperm move from vagina to fallopian tube through the uterus. This point is dismissed. The age of menopause in female range between 11 to 14. Okay, and this is dismissed. Last question. He asks you from the opposite figure to calculate the amplitude, the periodic time, and the frequency. Okay, the amplitude we know it's the maximum displacement away from the rest point. So you will find that the maximum displacement at 2 centimeter. To change it to meter, you should divided it by 100. The periodic time. Yes, the periodic time it's the time to complete one oscillation. To complete one oscillation, you can get that the time equals 0.4 second. The frequency is the reciprocal of the periodic time. So to calculate the frequency, you will write 1 over periodic time. 1 over 0.4 equal 2.5 hertz. And now we have finished our exam. Thank you and goodbye.